When Natural Resources Minister Raphael Trotman visited Marudai Mountain in Region 9 recently, miners from that region raised a plethora of complaints with the minister, who assured the miners that while some of their problems are decades old, they can be resolved. Minister Trotman said the government's plan is to open more mining lands in the area. To this end, the minister produced application forms to allow persons to apply for those lands. Some persons refused to comply with the application process by rejecting those application forms. Mr. Trotman reminded them that the application process had to be followed.
On behalf of the President of Guyana and as Minister of Natural Resources, we've come to you to say we are here to ensure that you have the right to mine. If you say to us you are not interested, we will go back to town. And I will report to His Excellency that the people say they're not interested. We have to have order in this country. There's something called the Guyana Geology and Mines Commission. It's been around long before I became minister. It will be around long after I am minister, long after President Granger is no longer president. And it stands on a foundation of law. And so those who believe that they are going to do what they want, it is not going to happen.
The minister also spoke of Brazilians mining illegally in Guyana. He made clear that such acts will not be condoned by the administration. The minister also rubbished claims by miners who were reportedly misled to believe that the government had planned to relieve them of their livelihood.
We are not here to take away lands. So that I don't know where that's coming from. In fact, as I said, I brought the committee to speed up the process of giving mining lands. That's one. Two, the expectation is that once there is mining on a larger scale taking place in Marudi, there is going to be activity. We've already heard of some roads being constructed. In fact, the ministry has 2 applications for quarrying to be done in this region because there's active consideration now, and in fact there's a meeting next week between the Brazilians and our government about the road. The Moko is going to be restored, that's starting next year. So much is planned for this township. And I know that there is frustration. I'm not going to look at you and say that you're not right. I'm not going to, however, admit and say that the frustration began this year or last year. It has been building over time.
The issue of illegal mining did not escape the minister's attention.
What we found, and I say this now with all due respect to Shaw and others, is that many times we get complaints about illegal mining. We are finding out that there's somebody within a village or community who is facilitating it. And it is embarrassing the Ministry of Natural Resources because it costs us thousands of dollars to go in the community to follow up a complaint, only to hear that the senior person in the village is the person who's been collecting on the side and allowing it to happen. So these things, again, have to stop.
But that was just a pinch of the minister's message to the room full of miners who gathered at a secondary school in the region. Minister Trotman told of how trafficking of young girls still remains a major problem for the industry, especially in that very area. He urged an immediate end to this practice. Royden James, HGP Nightly News.